Our today's class is actually the continuation of our previous class. In our previous class, we have started some concept of the oral drug delivery system and pharmacokinetic profile of oral tablets. One compartment model. In this chapter, we have started a basic concept of the pharmacokinetics when we are given a tablet dosage form or a orally the intake dosage form, and how can we evaluate some pharmacokinetic parameters from the given data. And in case of pharmacokinetic profile of oral tablets, we have already some introduction regarding this. We have already assumed that drug is following one compartment model, drug is following passive diffusion, elimination is through only from the only clearance is only the from the renal clearance, and there is no any type of the metabolism, and blood sample has been taken from the plasma, and our calculations, pharmacokinetic calculations, are also from the plasma. And we have divided this segment into the three main things. One was evaluation of drug, amount of drug from GH tract, and other was amount of drug from plasma or systemic circulation, amount of drug from plasma or systemic circulation, and third one, amount of drug from urine. We have already cleared our concept regarding the amount of drug present in GI system. We have assumed that drug is passing from the GI toward the systemic circulation. There is one type of the absorption, and then drug is getting some elimination from the systemic circulation. And we assume that we cannot find the exact amount of drug in the stomach, in the intestine, even in oral cavity. This technique can be considered as not applicable directly. But in case of when we are discussing with the drug, amount of drug present in plasma, we have create some equation. That equation was very simple, where we see that Cp is equal to Ka Fx naught V into Ka minus K E minus Kt E minus Kat. That was the formula for plasma concentration. And in this formula, we have already know the values of F is actually the fraction of drug which is absorbed, which can be exactly considered as 1. X naught, basically D, we have seen in the different books, D naught, that is dose, initial dose. K is the absorption rate constant, we have already calculated in our previous lab. V is the volume distribution, which is a constant for the drug. And then T is the time where we want to measure, to estimate the concentration of drug from the plasma. The same equation we have already used in the case of urine. We have created the concentration of drug amount in urine, dxu over dt is equal to same Ka Fx naught, and one is Ke. Okay, then where Ka minus K E minus Kt E minus Kat. This was our concept, how to check the rate of drug. Remember when we studied the one compartment IV injection, where we have already used this type of the rate. We use the concept of the ARE, amount remaining to be excreted, and we construct a table. From the table, we have calculated the drug concentration first of the time, then that was the urine volume, then concentration of drug in urine, then amount of drug present in urine, then the rate of change of the concentration, the rate of change of amount, dxu over dt. This dxu over dt, in case of oral form, we can calculate by using the concept of Ka, Ke, F fx naught Ka minus K. These K's are basically rate constant, A and T is the time where we want to calculate the amount of drug and the rate of drug. This formula, for the sake of when we use the actual concept for the concentration, a cumulative concentration for this, we have already know the DU, exact amount of drug which is present in urine when we want to calculate in by using the one compartment oral concept. We have the same for equation fx naught Ka over Ka minus K, that is E minus Kat over Ka minus E minus Kt over K plus F into Ke initial dose of drug and K. This will give us the amount of drug in urine, cumulative amount of drug in urine, and this here fraction of drug which is absorbed, x naught is actually dose of the drug, which we can also write the D naught, and K is the absorption rate constant, T is the time where we want to measure the drug, and we can calculate the cumulative amount of drug which are excreted through the urine by using the simple concept of the amount of drug. Okay, our concern is, which we have already made some experiment, that is Ka, rate constant. How can we calculate the rate constant Ka, absorption rate constant? And in our previous lecture where we studied the one compartment IV injection, we have calculated the K, simple K elimination rate constant. And in this case, especially we are discussing now this scenario. In our previous chapter, we have already discussed this. By calculating this K, K was calculated by the three different ways, where we have taken the natural log of the two concentrations and divided with the time difference. And here is that there are two rate constant. One is absorption rate constant, another is the elimination rate constant. Our basic today's class is to evaluate, to calculate the rate constant, absorption rate constant by using the different techniques. And absorption rate constant, I have already given you a demonstration of the lab. We have three different ways to calculate the absorption rate constant. Absorption rate constant, which is actually Ka, can be calculated by three ways. One is by feathering technique. You are nowadays using some data to calculate the Ka by taking some difference of the feathered point and the actual points. And the other is the Wagner Nelson method. Okay, this Wagner Nelson method can be divided into two. One is Wagner Nelson method for plasma and Wagner Nelson method for urine. So total there are the three methods. Basically there are two methods. One is feathering technique, other is Wagner Nelson method, and Wagner Nelson method can be divided into two for the sake of plasma and also the urine. We will study today the concept of Wagner Nelson method for the plasma. This is the today's topic of our study, application of Wagner Nelson method for the calculation of absorption rate constant, and this absorption rate constant by using the basic concept of the plasma. Okay, we have to start with this Wagner Nelson method. This method is quite simple and applicable because in those situations where we did not create any type of the graphical presentation. Remember, feathering technique is only applicable when we create some graph, semi-log graph, and after getting the semi-log graph, we will extrapolate, then feathered points, then difference of the feathered at the actual points, then create another straight line. That line is the absorption line, which will give us the rate constant, absorption rate constant. But when we discuss this Wagner Nelson method, first thing is we will not creating any type of the calculations from the graph, but at the particular stage, at the different stage, we will make a semi-log graph, and then we will calculate the absorption rate constant. Okay, question is, how can we use the Wagner Nelson method? Wagner Nelson method for plasma. Okay, I will start first with the its table. We will understand the table first, and then we will move towards the mathematical terms, because this concept is very simple, and we will have to create some relationship between those amount of drug which are present in the three different conditions. For example, when we assume that when we take the drug orally by taking the single tablet, we have three different segments of the drug. One segment is drug is present in our GI system. Okay. Other is drug is present in our systemic circulation, blood circulation. And the third one is drug is eliminated from the body. So the total amount of drug which are given by the oral route in the form of tablet can be calculated by the accumulation of these three doses. We have to start this total dose D naught, which will be equal to drug in GI tract plus drug in plasma plus drug in urine. Drug in plasma or drug in blood and urine. These are the three areas. We will calculate this, okay, plus this, then we will take the addition of these, and then we will assume that this is the total amount of drug which is present in our body. Okay, then we have the basic concept of these two, because these two are basically the drug present in plasma or the blood. We can calculate by the simple equations we have already learned in the different scenarios. And drug present in urine, we can calculate by taking the urine sample by constructing the linearity curve, standard curve of the drug, and then evaluate the exact amount of drug which are coming from the body through the urine, and we will make the accumulation of this. But the main thing is we cannot calculate this one. Okay, we will assume that there is some ratio, means a drug absorb, AB, we will write the AB, this is the amount of drug which is absorbed, that will be equal to the drug present in blood plus drug present in urine. And if we write the drug absorbed at time t, it means we are calculating the amount of drug in blood and plus the amount of drug which have already passed through the urine at time t. For example, I am discussing about the AB at 10. It means I am calculating the amount of drug which is present in blood at 10 hour plus the amount of drug which has already excreted through the urine till the 10 hours. Then I will make addition of this. Okay, when we want to discuss AB infinity, what it means? We are discussing the total drug present in our, especially the amount of drug at the time infinity, its absorption, and we will assume that total amount of drug has been passed from the blood and then present in the urine, and then we make the cumulative of these, and then we will get the AB infinity. Okay, we will use these two terms in the especially Wagner Nelson method. Wagner Nelson method will give us the time of absorption of drug at time t divided by the time at which the drug absorption we are taking at the maximum, means infinity. This is actually the ratio of this one. Okay, we will assume that the drug present in GI is equal to 1. So our equation will be AB over AB infinity 1 minus AB over AB infinity will be the equation of the Wagner Nelson method. Wagner's method. 1 minus AB over AB infinity. Remember, AB is the amount of drug which is cumulatively present in the blood and the urine. AB infinity is the amount of drug which is cumulatively present in the blood and plasma, but at the time of infinity. When we take the ratio, it means we are giving us the concept of that ratio is now completely absorbed, but one is the actual amount of drug. So how much ratio of the drug is passed, then this concept is actually the Wagner Nelson method. Now we will take another way. For example, we have total dose is equal to drug present in GI tract plus drug present in blood plus drug present in the urine. And when we write the values of the drug present in blood and in the urine, we can write this. For example, drug present in blood will be equal to, say, CPVD. Remember, we have the formula Cp is equal to X naught over Vd, and X is equal to, or the D is equal to CPVD. So we can, if I use the word D here, then it's D is equal to, D in blood is equal to Cp into Vd. Very simple it is. From a basic first equation we have already learned in our initial classes. So we will write here the value of CPVD, and also as we know, our drug absorbance is equal to drug in blood plus drug in urine. Okay, drug in blood is CPVD plus drug present in blood is equal to CPVD. Okay, and in case of drug present in urine is equal to, drug present in urine is equal to KVD into AUC 0 to T. AUC 0 to T is the drug which is present in the urine. From this we can also calculate KVD, it's actually clearance. Okay, clearance, and then multiply by the AUC is equal to dose. Remember, dose over clearance was equal to the AUC. We have already calculated the concept of clearance, and the other KVD is a clearance, okay, and the dose over clearance will be called the AUC 0 to T. Do you remember this? We have already learned this chapter. AUC 0 to T is equal to dose drug present in urine divided by KVD, and that was drug present in urine over clearance. Okay, main thing is, in our this equation we have this AUC from 0 to T, that was equal to du over KVD. Yes, the du is equal to, means drug in urine is equal to KVD into AUC 0 to T. Okay, we will write here this value of the du, KVD into AUC 0 to infinity, and this is actually drug absorbed at time t. Remember, I have already told you, we have to the main focus in our Wagner Nelson method is we have to calculate the ratio of drug which have been absorbed at the particular time with the amount of drug which would be absorbed at the time infinity. Now at its time t, when we move towards the AB infinity, then what will be happen? This Cp will be negligible, because we are discussing the fraction of drug which is going to be absorbed. So this Cp will be close to the 0, then we will multiply by this 0, then this equation is equal to 0 plus KVD into AUC 0 to infinity. 0 to t is just 0 to infinity, because we are discussing the time 0 to t 0 to infinity, because we are discussing the time infinity here, and here is 0 to t. So there are the two concepts. One is AB, drug is getting absorbed. AB infinity, drug has been completely absorbed. Now the total amount which are drug present in the only in the urine area, because cumulative amount of drug is now present in the urine. So when we write this equation, this AB over AB infinity, when we take the ratio, that is AB at time t over AB at time infinity is equal to CPVD plus KVD into AUC 0 to T. Okay, other is KVD AUC 0 to infinity. Remember, in our start classes, I have already told you the area under the curve. And how many uses till now we have understand the concept of AUC. Here once again we are moving toward the area under the curve. In a area under the curve is also used for the sake of use of the clearance, dose. Now we are moving towards the concept area under the curve is actually can also be used for the calculation of absorption rate constant, that is Ka through the Wagner Nelson method. Okay, now this is our required equation, but this is only this type of this is actually solution of this. Okay, how can we get the actual concept? Now we will take the difference from the 1, take multiply with this equation with the 1 minus AB over AB infinity is equal to 1 minus CPVD plus KVD AUC 0 to T divided by KVD AUC 0 to infinity. This is actually the equation of Wagner Nelson method. Equation of the Wagner Nelson method. Okay, how we derive this? We have derived with a very simple concept. We have derived this equation by taking the total amount of drug. Okay, total amount of drug can be segmented into the 3 main areas. Where is it is present in GI tract, okay, it is present in blood, okay, and it is present in urine. When we take the cumulation of these, we will get the total amount of drug. And this is actually drug which have to be absorbed now and present in the GI tract, and this is actually the amount of drug which has been already absorbed and present in the either in the blood or in the urine. And when we solve this, then we can make a basic concept of the Wagner Nelson method. To solving this, we will assume that this is actually AB, drug absorbed. And when we write the values of drug present in the blood, which is CPVD, we have taken from the very simple basic equation. X naught was equal to CP into VD, and same case DB is equal to CP into VD. Okay. We have used we can use the same words, X naught, D naught, V, all these words. Okay, when we write see this equation, this value is the amount of drug, Du is the amount of drug which is present which is cumulative amount of drug which is present which have been collected from the urine, and this equation is actually just like a drug amount which we will get the concept from the clearance, and we have to write the AUC DU total is equal to which is present in the urine is KVD into AUC 0 to infinity, and same we will use AUC 0 to T, and then we write this equation and we will get the drug absorbed at time t, this whole at time t. Okay, with the passage of time, when we calculate the exact amount of drug which has been excreted or which has been absorbed from the GI tract at time infinity, we will assume that the CP is becoming 0. It means plasma concentration is now negligible, and then we will assume that CPVD is equal to 0, and we will have the KVD AUC 0 to infinity. By taking the ratio of this AB over AB infinity, we will get the equation, very simple equation of CPVD in plus KVD over AUC 0 to T, KVD AUC 0 to infinity, and then we take the difference from the 1. 1 is actually the total amount of drug, which are in the form, which are present in the GA track. Okay, how can we assume that total from the total we will get the minus of this, and then we will calculate the exact ratio of this. This is actually the Wagner Nelson method, and this is actually the equation wise. It will like very simple when we discuss with the table, because I have already told you we will discuss into the two different ways. One is through the equations and other is through the tabular form. Now let's move towards its tabular form. Okay, from where we have to start, what should have, we have the data. We should first look, okay, we have the data of the oral tablet, okay, we have the data of that type of the drug, which is following one compartment, which have the which are first order kinetic, which is showing, and passive diffusion. So we have first column is our time, which is in R, and other column is our CP in microgram per ml. Remember, this is the data which we can calculate from the patients, from the volunteers, from the any type of the animals. We have this type of the data. Okay, when we have this type of the data, from where we have to start, we have to first construct a semi-log graph of both for this. For example, if we have the data from 0 to, I have given the example from the Leon Chargel at page 192. Remember, you can also consult the table and you can understand the concept. At the time t, which is in hours, and we have the time frame from 0 to 48 hours. So I will write here 0, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then 12, then 14, then 16, then 18, then 24, then 28, then so on. These are the times, and concentration is at time 0, 3.13, at 1, 4.93, then 5.86, then 6.25, then 6.28, 6.11, 5.81, 5.41, 5.06, 4.66, 3.90, 3.24, 2.67, 2.19, 1.20, and 0.81, and 0.45, and so on. This now we have a data only for this, and question is calculate absorption rate constant. How? By using the Wagner Nelson method. First of all, we will see our equation. What was the equation? Remember, equation was 1 minus AB over AB infinity was equal to KVD plus KVD into AUC 0 to T divided by KVD AUC 0 to infinity. That was our equation. It means what we are searching for. We are searching this. This was, we can write 0 to T or the 0 to infinity, same concept. We want to find this equation. First of all, we will find this, and we will draw this 1 minus AB over AB infinity versus time, and we will get this like of the data, just like the IV elimination data, just like the data which we have got from the feathered point, difference of the feathered point from the and the actual points, and we will calculate the K, that K will be equal to the Ka absorption rate constant. Okay, question is, how can we find 1 over 1 minus AB over AB infinity? We have a very simple idea. For example, we want to calculate this rate, this k first, this k. This k can be calculated. First of all, we will construct this graph, and this graph is just like this one. This graph is basically between Cp in microgram per ml versus time in R. This is our initial graph which we have already learned so many times. We can construct the semi-log graph by using this type of a data, and we will find some straight line in the elimination phase, and we will assume that there is no any type of the distribution, there is only the absorption and elimination, and the concept is one compartment, and so we will assume that it's a one compartment drug, oral drug. Okay. Question is, first of all, we will construct this graph, first step. Other step is we will calculate k from the elimination area. Can we calculate k from the elimination area? That's very simple. We can calculate k is equal to ln C2 minus ln C1 over T2 minus T1. This was the formula for our rate constant k, elimination rate constant. Okay, now we have solved the first one, elimination rate constant k. So when we calculate the k, we have the Vd value, that value is the constant value. And another thing is, we will have to, first of all, we will solve the numerator area, then we will make the denominator area, and then divide this, and we will get the column of A1 minus AB over AB infinity. This will be our target, to calculate 1 minus AB over AB infinity. Then when we get this, the value of this, we will construct it against the time, and we will take the straight line. Remember what we are studying. We are studying, we can calculate absorption rate constant by using the Wagner Nelson method without any type of the feathered value, because in case of feathered value, there are some chance of the error, because the points which I am assuming that is a straight line, and these points should be the feathered points, but the other person cannot be assumed that the same points are the feathered points. So there is some type of the variation. But in case of Wagner Nelson method, we will not take any type of the feathered points and taking the difference. And in this case, we will construct another graph, another line which will give us the concept of the absorption rate constant. Okay, let's move next towards our column. Extension of our column is, our target is how we have to calculate the now AUC, and I hope all of you have the concept of calculation of AUC from 0 to T. Very simple it is. How we can calculate? We have already told we have to take the average of C1 plus C2 over multiply with the difference of T2 minus T1, that is called AUC, from 1 to 2, 0 to 1, remember, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. I have already told all of you the exact values, how to calculate the AUC by using the method was trapezoidal method. We have segmented the trapezoids, then we make the trapezoids, then calculate their AUC, segmentize, and then make the cumulative AUC. Okay, here we will calculate the AUC from, okay, from where? From 0 to 1, then 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, then say so there are the basically segmentized AUC. Okay, we can write here from the book that value is, for example, start from 0, okay, and then 1.57, and then 4.03, then 5.40, then 6.06, 6.26, 6.20, 5.96, 5.63, 5.26, 4.86, 8.56, 7.14, 5.92, 4.86, and 10.17, and same 4.02. Remember, these are the segmentized AUC. What we have solved now till now, we have calculated this AUC 0 to T, that will give us cumulative. When we take the cumulative AUC 0 to T of the AUC of the segment I's, each and every segment have its own AUC. How can we calculate it? We have taken the average of these concentrations, two consecutive concentrations, and multiply with the difference of the time. Okay, what will be happen next? Next we will move towards our AUC from this was 0 to N1 to this one, and then we will move toward the 0 to T. This is actually N minus 1 to N, because these are the segments. Now we will move toward the AUC from 0 to T. Remember, this is same. First we will have to just add up. We will have to add up, and at the last we will get the value of AUC 0 to for example 0 to 28 hours, 0 to 28. Now what we are looking for? We are looking for AUC from 0 to 28. Okay, remember from where we have to start? 0 is here, 157 plus 403, and we will write here 5.60. Next is 10.99, then 17.05, then 23.31, then 29.51, then 35.47, 41.10, 46.35, 51.121, 59.71, 66.91, then 72.83, 72.69, and 87.85, and last one is 91.87. We have another values, but I have just taken the data from 0 to 28 hours. Okay, till now what we have got? We have got the value of AUC from 0 to T. This one is 91.87, but in our book it's 99.13, because we are taking the time 28, and in the book that is time is 48. Okay, the last concentration of this cumulative, this is a cumulative 91.8 or 99.13. This is actually the AUC from 0 to T. Okay, we have calculated the K. Then we can multiply this with the K. And by taking the K, we have the K value of from this data is, that K is 0.1 microgram per ml. And then this concentration is 0.1 per hour. So we will multiply with the 0.1, and we will have a K into AUC 0 to T. Another column, K into AUC 0 to T. Okay, we can calculate. Then we will make another AUC 0 to infinity. AUC 0 to infinity, we have the value of C, because we know in case of AUC 0 to infinity, we will have to do AUC 0 to T plus AUC T to infinity. We have this value. But from where AUC T to infinity? Cpn over K. Then we will calculate, okay, here Cpn over K. So this value is AUC 0 to infinity is equal to AUC 0 to T plus Cpn over K. Cpn is the last observed concentration. Remember, this is 4.81. Maybe here is 0.10. 0.10 divided by 0.1. Answer is 1. So 1 should be added in the AUC 0 to infinity. Okay, what we want to find? We want to multiplication of KVD and AUC 0 to infinity, and Cp plus K into AUC 0 to infinity. Remember, we have KU, this one, and we have the formula of this, because we have written here KVD is actually our that is actually our Cp. Cp is equal to KVD, yes, and we can write the Cp, plasma concentration here, and we can change this, we can write the equation of Cp is equal to, when we take, this is also the Cp, plasma concentration. When we take the average of this, this is Cp 1 plus that would be equal to Cp plus the equation of the our concept is Cp is equal to K into AUC, K into AUC 0 to infinity, because Vd will be cancelled, and we will get the Cp here. We will change this equation into this one, so that because we can want to calculate the simple one. That equation is CpVd plus KVd into AUC 0 to T over KVd AUC 0 to infinity. Okay. When we take the common Vd, that is Cp plus K into AUC 0 to T divided by K Vd AUC 0 to infinity. Vd will be cancelled, and formula is Cp plus K into AUC 0 to T divided by K into AUC 0 to infinity. I have made it simple. Okay, what I have done, I have just take the common of Vd. When we take the common Vd, that Vd will be cancelled with this, the denominator, and it will become Cp plus KVd, K into AUC 0 to T, or K is equal to K AUC 0 to infinity. Okay, remember what we are looking for, we have a K into AUC 0 to T, and now Cp plus Ku, we will make another column. That column is Cp plus AUC 0 to T. And now we have solved our nominator values. Nominator values, this value. We have solved this. Cp plus K into AUC 0 to T. Okay, we have AUC 0 to infinity, and we will multiply that with the K AUC 0 to infinity, and we will get the value of K into AUC 0 to infinity, which is our denominator. Now, next is we will write the value of AB over AB infinity. AB over AB infinity, which is actual Cp plus K into AUC 0 to T over K into AUC 0 to infinity. That is 1 minus. So we will write here, this is the, we have this value, this one, we can calculate this value. When we divide this, we will get the AB over AB infinity, and the last column 1 minus AB over AB infinity will give us the value. These values are just like the IV injection like values, the last column was, because these values are basically decreasing with the passage of time. Higher value will be at the top, then the lower, then the lower, then the lowest value. And when we plot this 1 over AB over AB infinity with the time, we will get a straight line of just like the injection. For example, 1 minus AB over AB infinity versus time, and we will get this type of the line. Here we will calculate the K, that is Ka ln C2 minus ln C1 over T2 minus T1, that is called absorption rate constant by using the Wagner Nelson method. This method is not so much difficult. It's like it looks very looks like a very complicated, but it's a simple one. Try to be focus the basic concept. What we are looking for? We are looking for an alternative of the feeding technique. Okay, how can we take the alternative of the feeding technique? We can apply the concept of the Wagner Nelson. Wagner Nelson is the name of a scientist who developed this method and tell us the exact value of absorption rate constant when we are given the drug to the patient without orally in the single dosage form. And in this concept, we have what we have to calculate. We have to calculate 1 minus AB over AB infinity. From where? From the two segments. One is time, another is the concentration. We will make this type of the table. Then after getting this type of table, we will construct, there are the basically two graphs. Remember, in feeding techniques, we have already two graphs. But in the feeding techniques, we have plotted those points which are not accurate. These are our imaginary points, and imaginary points are maybe correct or the wrong. So this is all about the Wagner method. By using the plasma, we will make our practical lab to understand the concept of this Wagner. I will give you the data of each group, and we will ask all of you to calculate absorption rate constant by using the Wagner Nelson method. It may be similar data which I have already shared with you for the sake of feeding technique are different, but the basic concept is we will expand this data into this table, and at the end we will get 1 minus AB over AB infinity, and we will plot this 1 minus AB over AB infinity versus time, and that straight line give us the actual concept of the absorption rate constant. If you have any type of the question regarding the Wagner Nelson, then you may ask me through the comments of your in my videos, and we will make another lab of the Wagner Nelson method. Thank you very much for this.